Alright guys, here we are, episode 2. Same guy, human fighter. Here's our gear. Here's a bunch of stuff we don't know what it is. It might not hurt putting that ring on. It's probably like stun resistance or something. But we're going to go up here to the small cave entry leading into the depths of the mountain. It's called PC, but nowhere in the actual description here, you're on level 1 of a dangerous cave at the Draclord Path. Does any of those, other than P, start with P? So it's called the Puppy Cave. And at the bottom, if you're very fast, there's a dog waiting for you, a puppy, to come rescue him because he was dumb and he wandered into this worst leather cloak ever. +1 DV, -3 PV. Not worth. Excuse me, Jesus. And also, that's very unfortunate. So now we get to put on these even better gloves, and we do not have a backup shield, which hurts our DV pretty bad. There's a clicking sound. Always on PC2 is there this ant hole. And that's good because ant corpses will give you acid resistance. Here's where herbalism would be good. Picking these herbs and knowing what they are. I cannot identify them. And since the patches are so small, and I don't know which of these patches there are, it's not worth me doing any farming. I'm gonna hope one of these guys drops a shield. There's somewhere else, and actually yes, here in just a second I'm gonna get all the herbs off this level because they'll be very beneficial later. That's still the tension room music, I think, even though I cleared it very quickly. And I just lost my boots, losing a lot of equipment. What we're going to do now is we're going to go back out. We're going to kill a lot of these ants. With 12 PV, these ants aren't going to be an issue. We have 23 strength. We're pretty good with axes. We have our corpse. And now we're going to want to get out because we want a shield. And there are some guaranteed shields not very far away. Oh my gosh, get out of the pit. We're gonna go back to the goblin camp because we didn't explore all of it. And come right here. Right here is always a hat, a weapon, a plain blanket, a couple of bones, and some gold. That's not what we care about though. Level 11. Our dyes are starting to get pretty bad, but healing definitely needed to come up. I'm gonna try to get this to 70, and we had to use all our increases. That was awful. We go right here, wait a turn, that was 2 turns, and wait a turn. And that's a backdoor entry into right here, which is our guaranteed shields. There's also guaranteed armor, which can range from ugly clothes, which is about the worst you can get, all the way to plate mail, which is the best you can get. We're going to go with the wooden shield. It's also susceptible to burning, but it gives us better stats than the small shield. And now we are going to mercilessly murder every single goblin right here, and every single goblin right here. getting a low amount of loot, which is fine. Typically what I used to do a lot was I would always run treasure hunter builds. And I was a firm believer, all treasure hunter. It's the bee's knees. It's the best thing. And what you are sacrificing to get it is the issue. It is good. And if your character can make it to the late game, you're going to have an overall benefit throughout the game of more loot. But what Treasure Hunter does, there's another shield, let's see if it's better. It's cursed, so it's worse. Is it just generates more loot. It doesn't skew loot in your favor. It doesn't make it so more rarer drops drop more. It just makes it to where you get more loot, which goes back into luck. It might mean you're getting more crap to drop consistently. But more loot is typically a better thing. But what you give up for it. Let's see. Oh, how do I do this? Right here. If I were to have taken Alert and Miser, at level 3, I would have to have taken Treasure Hunter. So I wouldn't have 3 of these talents that have been very useful. There's a chance I wouldn't have survived. And Treasure Hunter gets exponentially worse the later you go to take it. So you want, that was unfortunate. So you want to take it early. So your early game gets hurt. And 99% of characters die in the early game. So for certain game modes, not game modes, run types, like going for ultras, Treasure Hunter has a benefit because you need some weird items. Here we are on Puppy Cave 5. Puppy Cave 5 is always cavernous. Cavernous levels have these odd shapes and they have high monster generation rate. It's also sometimes difficult to find the downstairs. We found the downstairs pretty quick. We have a wand of digging right here. A distant wind is not something you want to hear on this level because there's a guaranteed lesser volt. Oh. So we're gonna hold direction. We're pretty strong. This volt's gonna be pretty weak. Oh, hey, doppelganger friend. That was magic missile. And that's not something you typically want to do. And doppelgangers shouldn't have a big effect on me because I am Ravenborn. But he's a named doppelganger. So that makes me wary of him. And we're going to switch to Berserk. And we destroyed his life. Literally, and we probably made him extremely sad throughout the entire fight. Which is what you want when fighting doppelgangers, because they're awful. Even to Ravenborns, higher end doppelgangers are awful. So let's take a look here. Iron Amulet is good. It could be something very good. It could be something meh, but it could be something very good. This longsword is 28 stones, adamantium. Pick up rings regardless. You want to pick up potions regardless, scrolls. Don't really want this tome, but we'll take it to sell it. The shield is a large shield of 96 stones. I believe that makes it mithril. So we want it. And even though this is going to make us potentially strained, we're going to pick that up too. And it didn't. So we're going to read our one. Oh, great. We had a cursed uncursing. So we're going to read our one. Or, not one. Yes, a large mithril shield. 6-2. Typically they're 7-2. That's pretty bad. Not pretty bad. It's just below average. Electrum bracers. That's nothing special. And here's what happens if you fight in the, middle of a room. You start getting surrounded. And this is why you almost always want to move to a hallway. Pick up the water. Crude spear, I guess. Not something extremely good. But what I'm doing carrying all these corpses, an adamantium rapier. I could tell by the tile, but I wanted to double check by the weight. 150 stone leather armor. Nothing special. Ours is better. Pick up the crude spear. Rusty crude spear might be something good. Eat. So now, since we haven't found it yet, it means it's likely dead. And I could have told you by how long it took to get here that it was already dead. Is our cute dog corpse. And we're going to take that crude axe also. What I've done by going strain is I've just lowered my speed, which means I get more EXP per kill. The higher your speed is, less EXP per kill you get. This fire lizard corpse, I think has a very, stone spear, has a very high rate of giving you fire resistance, which is very good. Especially if I will not get fire immunity later. The effects of dodge skill are now improved by 50%. I think at dodge 100, that gives me an extra 10 DV. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's an extra 10. So let's get dodge over 60. Oh my gosh, food press over 60, which is a good break point. And so let's try for a stealth over 50, almost. And we're done with the PV talents. A good route to go is now the DV talents and mix in with the speed talents, which we're going to go with quick. 2 more speed. 2 more speed, difference of life and death. Difference of being able to get away from a monster and it being able to stick right with you. But since I'm already Ravenborn, I already have 10 more speed than normal. I'm just down 15. Yeah, I'm down 15 speed to 100. Because I have 10 from Star Sign and another 5 from Athletics, I believe. There's our Ant Queen. Did I ever eat that ant corpse? I don't think I did. Maybe I can get another one. Maybe I can. Oh well. But as his corpse rot away, we will slowly but surely go from strain to burden. And that's all we're really looking for. So now we tell the girl, yes, I found your dog. Yes, I'll spend time with you. Here's the cute dog corpse. All that was lawful boosts. And we will switch to lawful here very shortly. We're going to talk to him. Now we're up to NL. So we've completed the puppy dog quest. Now we want to go get the Tome of Donors. We do not want to fight those dogs, or those horde of frogs, or those guys. What we want is to find random caves, like this one, but not the antediluvian dungeon. That one will kill us. Not that one. That one's not random. Not the shadowy cave. This is a gremlin cave. We do not want to go there. So we're fighting the wolves, which is fine, because we were going to get hungry here very soon, and the wolves can, and they did, drop a corpse. It looks like, okay, dogs, same thing with dogs, except at a much higher rate, apparently. We're up to satiated. I just got a dexterity and a toughness increase, and I can't dodge these encounters. But I'm getting tons of food from it, so I could care less. So bloated, we'll pick you up and carry you with me. There's only... What was that? Oh, it doesn't go into there. Into there. Putrid, and I think there can be one more over here. So, unfortunately, we didn't get any of the good locations. So we need a climbing set to get to the Tome of Donors. Which means we're going to go into the Caverns of Chaos to get it. We're going to dive very quickly. Excited. Okay, never mind. Lied about the quickly. Wow, there's a cat. Okay. The guy in red there is a rattling duelist. See, I want to take this cat upstairs. Not... I should be faster than him at this point, but not enough faster. Am I faster or is he still hitting me? Okay. Let's just do a monster memory. He'll tell us how fast he is. 108. Okay. And I need to drop 200 stones. Stone spear. Rusty crude spear. And... oh, jeez. Oh yeah, that leather cloak. So now I'm faster than him. I also lost my satiation that same turn. There's a reason you don't want to kill cats. It doesn't come until way later, until almost the end of the game. Not almost the end of the game, but right before the very end of the game. But it's worth not killing the cat. Bye, cat. And now we're not killing the cat. That guy will disarm us continuously. He's very annoying. And he's dead. So, this is what's called a mixed tension room. It's awful. The monsters in there are generally stronger than the level of the dungeon. I forget if it's also double, but I just don't know. But this is a vault, and it is undead. Okay, it's a garbage vault. There's not going to be a whole lot here that's very good. We got a shell armor to drop, which could be good, but is likely not. And one thing Treasure Hunter doesn't affect, like I used to be so pro Treasure Hunter. I'm not bashing it. I'm just trying to clarify some things for people that might be very pro Treasure Hunter. And I still take it occasionally. It doesn't affect the drop rate of monsters in vaults. They have a predetermined drop rate. Now undead is already garbage. So that's a garbage vault. Okay, kill that guy. That was a bad idea because he could have paralyzed us, but I didn't think there's going to be anything else around, so it was a calculated risk. Our wooden shield, no! Hey, buddy. He can be dangerous, Dark Elven Wizard, but if you have poison resistance, you're probably pretty good. Oh, another cat. This is a fat cat, because he can't keep up. So what we're going to do here is we're just going to run away. Close that door, and hope the stairs are on this side. We're back to burdened. And I've had games where I get tons of cats, and it seems very unfair, and I hate it, but sometimes that's what happens. Oh my gosh, more neutral altars. I want a lawful one. I want to be lawful. This is another special statue. This is the air statue. So we're going to pray to it and we're going to get our blessing. And we killed that duelist pretty quick. He wasn't generated in a mixed... oh my gosh, more pit vipers. Pit vipers are exceptionally dangerous in the early game. I was lucky not to run into any of them. Okay, tension room mixed with a distant wind, which means it's likely a mixed tension room. Do not know where your towel is. Let's kick it. Okay. Then I don't know where my towel is. That's a necromancer. Yeah, he's gonna spawn/summon a bunch of skeletons. And down to D7. This is what's called the big room. And it's called the big room for one reason. It's a big room. Oh, and we got close downstairs. That's beautiful. When you hit D8 of the Caverns of Chaos, when you enter the level, the air of this level is filled with a strange smell. It means somewhere on this level there is an item on the ground that you'll want. Ant keg corpse, which is acid resistance, which is what we wanted from those ants earlier. A pickaxe, and there is our strange item that we want. Do not pick it up directly unless you have to. Kick it, pick it up. There is a trap right there. There is always a trap directly underneath it. Do not pick it up. It could be a fireball trap and ruin your game. It could be a stone block trap, and if you don't have a helmet, it can ruin your game. It could be an acid trap and ruin your game, because it'll ruin your equipment. And we're down to D9. Please be blessed. It was cursed. So what's this iron amulet? Cold heart. Garbage. And down we go. Buzzing. We'll likely look at those levels a little better here very shortly. Oh, well, first all because of a cat, but all because of a tower mithril shield. And this is what I meant by the game can sometimes give you a lot of cats. And you just have to deal with it. You can kill the cat. There is a quest later in the game. If you kill one cat at any point of the game, it forfeits the reward. There's a climbing set, which is ungodly good because I wanted that climb. I miscalculated where I was in reference to that cat. But we wanted a climbing set, but I didn't want to have to go into Dwarf Town to get one because the altar there generates depending on your alignment. I don't want another neutral altar. I want that one, especially with a tension room, 2 tension rooms, so close I can do a lot of sacrificing. 3 tension rooms. Oh, I'm very hungry. I usually throw a fit when I'm watching someone play and they let themselves even get hungry for more than a couple turns. So we're gonna go up this way to avoid cats. And watch, there's gonna be like a tension room of cats and I'm gonna cry. Come on. Oh. Ah! So this is a little bug, and it just happens if you enter the Caverns of Chaos before this certain area spawns. It's just this area right here. Which just is a great time for it to spawn. We're gonna go down here. And let's go ahead and read a regular identify, which it's gonna be a waste initially. I just need to know I have a potion of invisibility. That's all I needed to know. We're gonna turn that on. What's our stealth? 49, that's pretty garbage. What we're gonna do is we're gonna drink the invisibility. Shopkeeper didn't see us come in. Okay, now he saw us. So we got to steal a couple of those potions. Now we're gonna drop all those potions. We're gonna pick up the education, the boost mana, all the water, the insight, the raw chaos later, not now, the booze. And I need to figure this out. There is a better way to go about robbing shops, especially that one. but I need to figure it out. So here, this is a lawful altar. I'm going to sacrifice to it. Only 1 gold. And now I'm lawful. And now we got our gold. And I'm going to sacrifice 10,000 gold. Because I'm going to stay lawful for as long as I can. We're going to ID everything. We're going to pick it back up. And now we have those 10 holy waters. We have 10 holy waters. We're going to take our scroll of identify. And we're going to bless it. And then we're going to read it. And that tells us all our items, what they all do. We're going to wear a necklace of the eye. That is a stun resistance ring, by the way. And that ring of defense. Awesome Raylin, that's good. So let's just take a look at what we got. A flaming battle axe could be good if we had a monster that's weak to fire. Battle axe of corruption is bad. We need to get rid of that. At least it's not a corrupting battle axe. That would have been way worse. Halberg of Might could make an argument for it, but I don't care to. The big thing I cared about here was our climbing set not being cursed, and it's not. This cursed potion of gain attributes is awful, but this potential dexterity is great, and we'll bless this 1 year and read it and drink it, but not right now. Potion of education. Yeah, we just have 1. Insight, we might drink that, but not right now. Magic mapping is going to be good. Spellbook and knock, we need to get rid of that. 4 Morgia roots. We're going to eat all 4 of those right now. And eating 4 Morgia roots will likely increase my toughness and willpower each by 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. But now we want to go get the tome. Let me think real quick. I don't plan on doing anything special, so I'm gonna quickly, please do not rust. Okay, good. We're going to, oh my gosh, go get an item real quick. There is a sheriff in this town. And if you are lawful, and you first can find him, which he's right here, get him to follow you out, take him down here, wait a turn. He gives you this marbled amulet. That's typically uncursed. I will waste a holy water on it. Now we can leave. It is an amulet of order, and it will... What am I fighting? Okay, lizards. Perfect. That's actually the encounter I wanted to get. Let's turn auto pickup off. Because I just got hungry. And I want to eat. Later in the game, we will get items. One specifically, but we won't worry about food for very much longer. In Moldy Dungeon. Moldy Dungeon is where the Tome of Donors is. And Tome of Donors is very strong. Hi, cat. Yeah, come with me. I'll deal with the cat on the way out. If I deal with the cat on the way out, I will dodge the cat on the way out. And again, the game has a way of giving you, sometimes giving you a lot of cats. There's been other games, I almost don't see a cat. I almost forgot about my education, and we're gonna drink that, and now we know how to cook. If we get a cooking set, we could cook. That's not the skill we wanted. Cat. So someone opened, yes, someone opened one of these doors. So let's hope the downstairs are right here. Nope. Kick it. Close it. A large mithril shield, and there's our downstairs. We will have to deal with that cat, but we can put it off for a little longer. This is called R1. It's just, R stands for random. It's the random dungeon number 1. I think there's 6, maybe 7 random dungeons that have been added to this game in recent updates. These ones are kind of old, relatively to some of the newer stuff, but it is what it is. There's a pool. I personally do not like drinking from pools. I feel like you can lose a lot more than you can gain on average. And I also have a rough time knowing when to stop. I've drank from a pool and gotten a wish and just thought to myself, hey, maybe I could get another one. And then the character died. Indirectly because of the pool sipping, not directly because of it. Oh, there's a... What section of the dungeon is shifting, though? I'm so confused. It must be like the very bottom section is shifting. It must be like a part of the dungeon is shifting that you literally, it doesn't render in. Okay, we'll punch this guy to death. Okay, that's not going well for us. Master Swordsman, the swordsman in red, can also disarm you. So we're gonna get down here, and this is the bottom level. This guy can be dangerous. We're gonna kill him. No corpse drop. But typically on the farthest corner away from the upstairs, you'll find this guy, a stone golem. He's pretty strong sometimes. Sometimes he's a weakling like that. But you get this 500 stone lavish librum and 9,016 gold every time. We are going to bless the lavish librum immediately and read it. Well prepared for not getting cold feet. We just got cold resistance, which someone recently did some testing and found out the cooldown timers approximately. So for that one, I think in 2,500 turns, I'll be able to read it again. Getting our healing up higher. And find weakness would be great if it wasn't a 1-die-3 roll. Let's get our stealth over 50. And right here, Papyrus Scroll. We have just been invited, oh so generously, to the pyramid. That's not somewhere we want to go yet. I'm keep getting a lot of distant... Oh, perfect. We just got cold resistance and got a ice vortex. And I was getting ready to say, I've gotten a lot of those distant wind messages without actually seeing any of the vortices. So we got the lavish leap. Where's evade? Just doing some more scouting up here. Fight him. Where is he? Are you serious? He summoned Ogre Magi. That is the scariest thing he could have summoned if I didn't have cold resistance. And even with one case of cold resistance, it's terrifying. Okay. This isn't good. As you can see, we're running out. We have run out of food right now. So, right here is going to be our first step to becoming independent from hunger. I'm not doing a certain quest that prevents you from killing dwarves. So in this game, there are 2 quests that prevent you from killing a certain type monster. One's the Rolf quest, which prevents you from killing dwarves, and the other is the cat quest, which prevents you from killing cats. If I will kill a dwarf, I will eat his corpse, and I will laugh. Haha. But now, we want to talk to these vendors and find the ones that are selling cooked lizards. Not fried bats. Cooked lizards. I want all of them. 45. Nope. A lot of time people will name these vendors so they can find them a lot easier. So I have 66 cooked lizards, which is the same as having 66 iron rations. Now we do want to dive. Now we do want to go down. We want to go to Dwarf Town and start getting quests. Another distant wind. Another dwarf. I could care less. Eventually I'll do a playthrough. I already have one in mind. A certain... Okay, this is a dangerous place. That was very dumb to fight him right there. And this is intriguing. I think it's a very low % chance for a gelatinous cube to drop its corpse, and an even lower chance for it to give you para-res from it. I got one lucky thing there. I did not get para-res. I'm in coward mode. Somewhere there's a tension room, so let's find it. Eat the ogre corpse, I'd assume, up here. This will train your strength. Yeah, dig. But it's not that direction. Why is this door locked? That concerns me. Oh. Oh, come on, come on. Are you kidding me? Okay. First off, there's a cat. Second off, there's a tension room. So that's another cat. I wanted that vortex to hit us both. And I don't think I can outrun that cat now that I ate. Tome of Donors read, check. No reason to be doing all that sidestepping. Just, you know, something I like to do. I would like for something to get between me and that cat. Because I can't sacrifice it. I can't kill it. Oh, come on. Come on, speed. Come on. Usually, the cave lines are usually pretty slow. Which is making me sad because this guy's pretty fast. Now this is making things complicated. Because I'm getting a lot of cats. And I'm not going to be able to deal with them all in this manner eventually. Eventually, I'm going to run out of places to run. But we're in Dwarf Town. Mace of Destruction will likely be our new weapon. How much? Oh my gosh, only for 10 grand. I think he already noticed me, quote unquote noticed me, because I'm technically in a shop right now. But we're gonna try and rob him. Do I have item detection? I do not. Because I believe there's always a climbing set generated on this level somewhere. That being said, a dwarf can easily pick it up. Doesn't seem to like being pushed around. Get over it. So we're just doing a quick look around. Gonna ask him for, if we can spell, for a quest. He wants us to slay a hill giant. Gonna ask him for portal. He gives us a few items, and then we're gonna ask him about Rolf. Only ask him about Rolf if you want Rolf's shield. I do want Rolf's shield. Drop everything, pick it back up, check out the shield. An 8.5. That is an amazing mithril shield. A large mithril shield, and that's what we'll be wearing. But now we are human. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Drink, invisibility. I don't think this will work. Oh, it worked. Oh, it worked. Okay, he saw that part. I could care less about him seeing that part. Yeah. So we have our girdle. We have our amazing Mace of Destruction. I'm assuming it's going to be blessed. 10-2, large mithril shield. Yeah, I'll take my 8-5 all day. But we are going to keep one shield for backup. Could care less about those three. Brace of Empowerment, again, could care less about them. We'll keep that hand axe for now. But everything else is sort of, yeah, don't need it. Halberd of Might, don't need it. Don't want those rocks anymore, really. We have 2 waterproof blankets, which is good. You only need 1, but we'll keep 2. Let's drop these books. We don't need them. And let's drop these precious gems. So we went from 8,500 to 17 grand. So we did get to steal a couple things. And our Mace of Destruction, we will bless it. It's worth a holy water to me. And we're going to uncurse everything. So I can use these moss. I'm just going to use 1 for now. Actually, let's just use all 3 and see if we can't get an extra bump in there. Offer up gold. About 10,000. Inner peace. I think that means we're blessed, but I don't know. We're gonna go down. I don't want to deal with those cats anymore. For now. We'll deal with them later. Excited. Maybe we'll get hill giants here. But we want to complete that first quest pretty quickly. Identify, that's always good. Water. Oh, interesting. The boss of this one is going to be an ogre magus. But there's also going to be trolls in here. Nope. So we killed the ogre magus. This is just straight up ogres. This is good skill ups for getting our mace higher for Mace of Destruction. Mace of Destruction again. Okay, there are trolls in here. I thought there was, but I was uncertain. And oh, there's the ant hill was in here. Another spellbook of knock. Ooh, blue metal cap, perfect. Okay. Blue metal cap is a cap. Is it cap? Yeah, blue metal cap. It's a helm of water breathing, which is great. We need that for something not directly next, but we'll see. Oh, this is bad. I hope that didn't count. I didn't realize I was already within range of the forest. I need a hill giant, right? Yes. Adamantium battle axe. 50 stones. Has that silvery collar. There should be another downstairs, and it's going to be right... Fomorian giant, right here. Troll. I need a hill giant. I'm going to hope that didn't count. Technically, taking stairs does not take a turn. What just went up? Oh, my movements got swifter. Obviously. So maybe it didn't count. Maybe it didn't register to the game. It probably did, but maybe it didn't. Hill Giant. And we'll find out right now. Either way, probably going to end this video coming up very shortly. I want to show you guys the reward for this quest. The one reward for this quest is this sulfuric potion at the very bottom right here. You drink it, you greatly improve your knowledge of reading and writing. So now my literacy is 57 instead of 8. So let's ask him real quick. He wants me to slay a hill giant again. That's going to give me the reward I do not want. And it's also going to make the pyramid and the rest of the game have a lot more difficulties. But anyway, glad to see the character making it this far. 22 PV, 35 DV, pretty good. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next installment.